Today, I'm going to highlight the gap between Michael Jordan and Kawhi Leonard, and why there is only one Michael Jordan. First, I want to say that I do not hate or have any distaste for Kawhi Leonard. I was one of the only people, my friends, who believe Kawhi Leonard would be the difference maker in taking the Raptors to the NBA Finals. I also strongly believe Kawhi is one of the best players in the league right now. However, the MJ to Kawhi comparison is getting out of hand. I have no problem with comparing players, it's natural. But too many people are taking it too far. People are trying to use Kawhi as a measuring stick for what could be MJ's impact in the current state of the NBA, and praising Kawhi as if no other player has achieved what he has. Not only that, but many are also under the impression that there are very few things which separate them, and that those differences aren't that huge or big of a deal. However, before I continue, I would like you to go in the comment section below. It's a link to a poll on Amino. I want you to put in your input before watching the video. And also take this time to please like, comment, subscribe. With schoolwork, college, scholarship applications, a whole lot of things, it's hard to keep up with everything. So it would be very nice to know what you guys do like by liking the video or liking the blog, disliking the video, and please comment down below what you did like, what you didn't like, and please subscribe so I know that you guys are liking the content that I'm putting out. Okay. First, I like to make it clear that I'm not the biggest guy on comparing players as a way of examining greatness, or at least comparing stats as a way of examining greatness. I value stats as a means to gauge a player's game throughout their career, but not as a definitive, this is how good he is at X, Y, and Z. However, I'm not looking at greatness. I'm simply comparing the two. In short, I'm gonna be a little blunt and less, I guess, expansive on my points, as I believe much of what I have to say speaks for itself. The mid-range. It's probably the first thing a defender of this argument goes to when comparing the two, which is fair. Kawhi is by far one of the better mid-range shooters and difficult shot makers from the 2010s. Hell, for some time he looked like he was the best at it. In his best season from the mid-range, the 2016-2017 season, he would attempt a season-high 469 shots from the mid-range on 47.3% shooting, which is nutty, though not at all too crazy, as he would rank number 6 on field goal makes from that range. However, what is really impressive is, what really makes it really impressive, I might say, is when you realize half of the league shoots under 40% that year from the mid-range on average. In his best playoffs, the 2018-2019 offseason, he attempted 111 mid-range shots and shot on 49% shooting. And in the finals specifically, he attempted 22 and shot 40.9% on mid-range shots. Those are outstanding numbers. But Michael Jordan is simply built different. One thing that I must also bring up is that the NBA didn't officially start tracking player shooting and shot details until the 1996-97 season. However, it may be a good thing that we don't know, because even in his most mid-season, where he had a true shot of 56 and a field goal percentage of 48, which is insane for a mid-season, he absolutely dwarfs Kawhi in volume, and that volume looks even crazier when you also add in the efficiency he had that volume on. As in the 1996-97 season, Michael Jordan attempted 1,892 field goal attempts, with 1,202 of those attempts coming from the mid-range, that he converted on 48.9 field goal percentage. That is more than twice the total attempts from Kawhi's best regular season and best off-season mid-range numbers combined on insane efficiency. Case closed. Don't compare these two again from the mid-range. Please and thank you. athleticism, and everything else. Look, I don't have to tell you MJ's league's more athletic than Kawhi. Just look at this. Kawhi can't do that. Not only that, but people forget how much athleticism can enhance a player's game when used properly and to its fullest extent. Part of what made MJ so deadly was his vertical, his crazy acceleration out of the triple threat, and his strength when driving towards the rim. I'm not saying MJ is more athletic than Kawhi. I'm telling you he's more athletic than Kawhi. Like, as an old-ass man in the 2001-2002 season, his least efficient season, I might add, he shot 85.1% on his 67 total fadeaways, 90.9% on his running jump shots, which are basically gather shots, on 33 total attempts, and he shot 87.5% on his turnaround jumpers, with a total of 56. Just imagine what that volume on that type of efficiency looks like in his prime. Kawhi is good, as again, he shot 57% on his total 68 fadeaways, 75% on his total 8 running/gather shots, and 41.7% on his total 36 turnaround jumpers in the 2016-2017 season. But like, the gap is undeniable, and it's not like MJ's athleticism is the only thing that contributes. Like, that's not the only thing his athleticism contributes. It just doesn't contribute to scoring and offensive, like, scoring ability. MJ is by far the better all-around player, one of the best rebounders at his position ever, and you have to consider he was in an era where perimeter players were rarely cleaning the glass or ever, I guess, pushed to do so or were supported in doing so. He's also a really amazing and also a really underrated facilitator, and at a time, league best defender. Difference is, when you factor in his superior speed, vert, intensity, that thing really changed, as it allows MJ to go for steals, Kawhi couldn't, chase down slashers, Kawhi couldn't, attempt and make shots, Kawhi couldn't, find and deliver passes, Kawhi couldn't, and go for rebounds, Kawhi couldn't. By no means do I think peak Jordan is a superior defender, but I do think that the longevity at the top as a perimeter defender was longer than Kawhi. And Mike only had like 11 seasons in Chicago. The main point of this segment is to open people's eyes to the fact that yes, Jordan's athleticism enhanced everything about his all-around abilities on the court by a considerable margin. In no way should those abilities be an afterthought when examining his game. Lastly, leadership.
Boy.
Look, this is finna be short, as I feel the video is probably already going on pretty long. Kawhi isn't a good leader. I feel like there are times where Kawhi isn't just being passive on the court, but a non-factor when it comes to communicating and invigorate his teammates. And it isn't like you can't lead a team without being a loudmouth. Look at Tim Duncan. The problem is, Kawhi isn't Tim Duncan. I mean, look at him. Seriously. Man's got some communication issues to work out. I know it's just a small thing, but like, I mean, man was up 3-1 and did nothing communication-wise, leadership-wise to turn the tide when the Nuggets came back and slapped them. And they had the lead. And if this was anyone else, like, I don't know, let's throw out names, Julius Erving, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant, I wouldn't be so critical. But we're comparing him to Michael fucking Jordan, the man with a picture-perfect finals record, a man who led by example and poise, a man who refused to drag out a series and put his foot on the neck of any competitor who dared to steal his titles. Let me ask you something. Do you think if Jordan from, I don't know, 1996-97, since we're using it, was on the Raptors, that series would have gone to 6 games in the finals? Do you think the Clippers would have taken 6 games to take down the Mavs without Kristaps Porzingis? Do you think they would lose in a 3-1 comeback to the Nuggets? A series, by the way, they were favored to win. with the better superstars? Like, look, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Jordan's doing better in those situations. There are other players you can compare Kawhi to. Like, I don't know, another random names. Grant Hill, Julius Erving, and Joe Dumars, whoever. But don't compare him to Jordan. Matter of fact, don't compare anyone but LeBron, because matter of the fact is, there's only one Jordan, and there's only one GOAT. Sorry if this seemed a little more aggressive than my past content, but if you found this informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Support the video. Follow me on Amino for more basketball content. I have more other content. NBA, Naruto. I have a Naruto versus coming out. It's going to be Tobirama versus Shisui, so please stay tuned for that. And I have other unscripted videos to hopefully start getting some more bi-daily uploads. Hopefully. But with that being said, always remember, greatness has no limits. And until next time.